Tonight in Another Level F4, Mackie wears a hat. BF1 Racer wears a different hat. And there are trees in the background also wearing a hat. Right, good evening everybody. I am Mackie. You're joining us this week around China. Joining me again is BF1 Racer.
Hey, hello. Oh, who's in? Oh
dear.
brain.
Ferrari.
Brain. I'm just expecting messages in the F4 chat to come flooding in now.
They probably will. Just checking them.
Yep.
On. So anyway, finally kicked off the F4 season last week after a problematic opening week around Albert Park, which will be done at a later date. McCracken now leads the championship, but unfortunately cannot make it tonight, so there's chance for the chasing pack to close up and make this a really interesting second round of the season technically, and see what they can do ahead of Baku next week. Have you got any thoughts on who's going to take pole position and win the race today, Ben, or are you just going to see how they get on in Q2?
I think it was
there goes the other Ferrari.
I'm just messaging WeFurmage at the moment. Sorry about this, guys.
And do Fudge Boy as well, because the other Ferrari went out on track 2.
It doesn't help that WeFurmage is not in the F4 chat.
It really doesn't. I did add him, but
yeah.
so yeah, there we go. There we go. Don't usually do it on track, but you'll get away with it today. You'll get away with it today, just don't make a habit of it, retire on track. Anyway, scintillating pace in Q1, no idea how to call it.
I'm guessing what sort of times will they be doing? Trying to work it out. Probably 29s, maybe a couple of 28s. I think it'll be high 28s, low 29s in Q3.
Yeah, I would imagine somewhere around there, yeah. Field of 13, to my knowledge we are missing 2 that couldn't make it because they've said so, and anyone else that's missing has not told me, so as far as I'm concerned they can walk next week. They want to have a car. Looks like a little brighter for Q2 when we finally load in.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see what tyres everyone goes on. There's a couple going on to mediums now in the pits, flickering through the tyre selections. I'd be surprised if people go on softs.
At this stage, there shouldn't be anyone out on the softs. At this stage of Q2, anyway. I'd expect a lot of hards and mediums. And out comes the Inform. And he's out on mediums. And Clark is also out on mediums ahead of him. First on track, so let's have a look at the Williams. It's alright, just pause the game and leave it a few seconds and come back. If not, I can do my audio track again. Meow, meow.
People are going to freak out.
If that helps.
Oh my god, he's left. What shall we do? Does that mean we have to restart the lobby?
No. If we restart again, I'm just cancelling the race because I cannot be bothered with all this hassle for this. I don't know what it is with this game, but every division has at least one restart and I'm getting a little bit tired of it.
Oh no, I'm going to click ready up and go into a driving seat. Spectate. Jesus.
AMS Clark had a bit of a moment there, coming out of a turn, but managed to keep it out of a wall.
I've just seen that back on stream.
Good
Jesus Christ. It's as if he's running no traction.
A lot of people out on track.
I don't think he is. Looking at his throttle application, Jesus.
person I'm spectating right now is not going to be too happy about it. Let's go look at someone else. Interesting line, Hydro Bacon. That's almost grass. It's going to make it difficult. I think in form... There's a Renault fan on the track.
Which is the first car to do a lot?
I think it's...
Oh, it's Clark, then Sarah.
It's Clark. I went off Clark because he had a moment, so he's Messi. I'm on board with Messi now.
Then Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Still no game volume, but who cares?
It'll come back if you just pause the game for a bit.
Yeah, I'm expecting this to be very close for Q2.
Yeah, the early signs are that way, but I'm not... You're never really certain until they start doing laps that matter. And that goes for any division as well, like... I had a bit of a practice early and I wasn't great, I'm not going to lie to you. So don't expect too much out of me tomorrow, GP3 fans. Sorry, engineer in advance. If my engineer gets me a podium tomorrow, he's a fucking god. Deserves a knighthood.
To the back straight, we're in form Messi.
208 miles an hour.
Not enough
Clark
line
goes
speed, sorry.
34.0. No, not quite. I'm sure he'll get there though, it's his first time with any real meaning down that straight. 36.2, okay, not too bad. We go to the Renault. See what she's up to. 37.4 on the hard is a decent time, in all honesty.
Not too shabby, Alonso.
Oh god. Oh, good lord.
Very
out
annoying.
softs, that could be a mistake.
Car. Oh dear, he's gone very wide. It's gone with Tufty Candy, S and the Hess. Please don't take that too seriously, Tufty Candy, if you watch this race back.
Messi, Kane's gone fourth, the new boy. Well, he's back with us for another season officially now, but we'll say that Jedi David finally has a teammate, and Jedi David is not here. So just the one alpha out there again. And here comes Shadowclaw. 34.1. Would expect him to be a little quicker than that on that tyre, but that just... Clark had a good lap. So look at Fudge Boy now. My former teammate from last season.
Why are they all in the 34s? I know that these are the F4 division, but I was expecting 29s at least.
They're probably not going full engine mode at this point. I think they're just trying to... Williams goes into the pits in the background. 35.5 for there for Fudge Boy. Let's see if we can filter out. Don't think the Renault's going again at this point. I think she's probably just recovering back to the pits at that time, yeah.
I'm a muppet. I'm thinking of Bahrain time trials. Oh dear.
Oh, Betty boy.
So I'm just looking at the spreadsheet for tested, because I've obviously tested a couple of drivers yesterday. Oh dear me. Sorry. These should be doing low 33s, maybe
33 by the end of Q3.
32s.
Yeah.
God, what's wrong with me?
Is Fudge Boy on another lap? No, not really. He's the second off. So, Mojo Bacon is just starting a lap. So let's check that out. Let's hope he can stay connected.
Let's see if he's fried up for this lap.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, more bad news. Man United are winning. Fuck's sake. That's not good, is it? Who wants them to win? Load of rubbish.
Yeah, not really bothered to be fair. team is a bottle job. I mean, who loses at home to Bournemouth and concedes a penalty in the first minute? Bellends. What a Bellends, man. Anyway, we're back in F1 mode, and Hydro's very wide into the gravel.
Right.
That's probably the end of the lap. Ferraris everywhere. Overcome Orphan's about to start a lap, so let's go on board with Timmer, though, who's just started a lap in a Williams. Do we have just the one Williams, right?
What? AMS
No.
Clarkson or Williams?
Clark's a Williams. I thought that, and then when I looked at it, it looked a bit too green, so I thought, no, well, yeah, I see it now. Two Williams. Well, neither of the drivers are actually called William, so at least to my knowledge. .54 there, sector 2. Not too bad. On the mediums, there's a Renault fan somewhere in sector 2. Don't think it's anything too serious, so I'll look at Overcome Orphan, who's struggling a little bit there. He seems to be lifting down the straights. Zero ERS, so it may have invalidated, and that's probably what the cause of the Renault fan was.
Yeah, I think cut-off's going to be very low 35, I think. I think Tim was going again.
Timmer invalidated. Yeah. Didn't see him invalidate, I must have looked away at the wrong time, or I just was blind when he did it live. Welcome to the viewership, everybody. We'll go on Overcome Orphan, who's not having a particularly good time of it right now, so he's either going again or going to bail and hit the softs. Going again, that's very wide. Gambit's on an out lap. Sarah's still in the pits. Messi's on a lap, I think.
Yeah, it is. You just started a lap.
Yeah, okay. Got some live racing for you now. So we'll go on board with this Mercedes car as much as you can. At first glance, it seems everyone seems to be struggling through Sector 2 with the sweeping corners. It might just be the camera angles, but it seems to be they're really struggling to get power down and just hold the lines.
Could be dependent on setup or gears they use.
Yeah, could be. Just hoping that it's a dry race, because if it rains, there's going to be big problems for some people. Not even 210 miles an hour down the straight, sorry. Front line cheese is not strong enough. It's not a mature cheddar. As Messi goes straight on into the pits, Timmer is on a lap again.
Gambit's about to start one.
Okay. Okay, there, 33.9. Okay, whacked on the soft to do it, but first into the 33s.
There we go.
Now, it's going to mean nothing, Kane, if you don't get any points today, you know? That's your thing. You haven't scored a point in this league. That's your challenge, dude. Bring it home in the points.
Probably win or get at least a podium now.
Well, I hope he does. I hope he does do that. Just, you know, say, hey, there's your points. And then he can go back to scoring no more points for the rest of the season, if he wants to. Obviously, I hope he scores as many points as possible.
Because unless you know the weather, I don't know the weather of the race.
I haven't got a clue.
It'd be a wet race. A lot of people on the softs.
Wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought so, otherwise everyone would have been straight out on the softs. That's usually the pattern.
Maybe they wanted to do medium run first just to get the iron. Oh,
yeah. I will come to him shortly. Shadow Claw, 33.7.
Claws
nice
way
time.
to the top.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 33.5 on the mediums though for Mr. Warren. And then again, Tim will go straight on to the pits, and that will probably be his qualifying over. If he doesn't get through to Q3.
To the top.
I'm done. That's the end of the stream. Good night, everybody.
It's so annoying just not listening to sound. Hey up, Gambit. 34. Wow. Hey, no bottle
decent time on the mediums. Very good. Put him in good position for the race, that. Off and in.
Oh,
and Messi and Sarah back out on the mediums.
Should have got a nice slipstream.
Yeah. Nope, that's a bit of grass, I think. Just taking the track limits to the extreme there. Messi's in front now, we'll go on board with them. I think. Oh, hang on. No, mixing up people. Hang on. We'll stay on board with the Renault. No, we won't. We'll go to Fudge Boy, who's just started a lap. That'll please the Renault. Oh, maybe not. That's ruined that. We'll go back to the Renault. Fudge Boy's off at turn 1.
Oh, there is. Oh, reset to track. Shouldn't be doing that. So he temps up.
3 tenths up there for the Renault. Decent.
Needs to get another
so that should put her in line for 36 at least. So hopefully sector 2 and 3 will be just as strong, and she will be right there for Q3. She won't miss it by much at this pace.
About 1.5, 1.6 seconds at least.
No, it will be found anyway. She's on the softer tyre, so she'll go quicker. Just hope that Williams doesn't fuck with the lap.
He's in a bit of a rush because there's only 30 seconds left, so I don't blame the Williams.
No, but the car in front's on a lap, so you can't really impede them.
Yeah, there's far behind that Williams. Fudge Boy will want to go again. Frontline speed. No,
have to go well from there
enough.
to go again. A bit retires in the pit lane.
Takes the final corner, uses all the speed.
Oh, improvement, but not
close.
Can go again though. Timed that perfectly. If she wants to carry on with this lap, she will. Oh, that's a hell of a tow. Tufty Candy. I think he knows he's doing it. That's an unusual pairing.
Working together.
That's a Mercedes.
What? Should be Haas and Ferrari.
We'll see if it helps.
Or Haas and Haas. Well, it's going to help a lot. Look at this.
34-1. There you go. Tufty Candy. Gave a tow. Can only do 8.
Sarah can't go again. That's it. The Q2. Very close.
Well, she is technically on a lap if she wanted to be, but she's too far off her time, so she'll probably just crawl back to the pits. Clark, though. Clark's on the lap, he can improve. So, about half a second up here.
Second up now, Jesus.
Oh, that's not going to help. That's going to do it. That's probably going to be it.
Attempts.
Doesn't really need to improve through anyway. And if I was him, I'd rather just come back to the pits and start on the mediums. But that's just me.
What was he doing?
Oh dear. That's a bad call.
He's not going to improve.
That's a really bad call.
He's lucky.
He
didn't even improve by 4 attempts. I'm not sure if it's clever. I think he messed up and he really wanted to improve, but didn't.
Nah, that's what. But it's clever that he's gone off in such a way that he can finish the lap and it doesn't matter for strategy. Anyway, just waiting for Renault to park itself in the garage and have a bit of a sleep before the race. There's the 3 lost from Q2.
Oh, I've got engine noise.
Holy hell, it's back.
Oh, it's never felt so nice to listen to engine noises.
Never felt so alive. Anyway, to confirm the cars we lost from Q2, Sarah on the mediums there. So fresh tyres all round for Sarah, Orphan and Timmer. We only missed out by less than half a second.
And what's happened to Fudge Boy? Because his name's gone, if you look.
Oh, I hope his AI hasn't crashed, because if it has, that's gonna suck.
Or he crashed himself, because we did see Ferrari could have gone off again,
didn't see him retire though. So I didn't see him retire. It's possible that he did, but I'm not. It's a shame, but
that could be a good thing actually, because
it'll be a 9-car Q2, Q3 then.
Doesn't the game give you fresh tyres if that glitch happens? I swear it does.
Theoretically it does, but this game doesn't really work as well as it should, as we all know. Hence the delay tonight, so apologies for being late, but we're about on schedule now, I think, for Q3.
Yeah, the missing Q1s helped us. Yeah, 9 drivers. Oh no.
One of these days, Q1 will be meaningful.
The Mr. Wiron's going to be first out. Oh no, he's not. MS Clark's out even quicker, Jesus Christ.
Shadowclaw's also going out. Hydro's also out.
Yeah, so it's Clark, Wiron, then
Clark, Wiron,
Shadowclaw,
then Hydro. That's a lot to remember.
Clark, Wiron, Shadow, Hydro.
I feel like I'm just going to sit on board with the Racing Point, because I haven't really seen a lot of them in this race so far, and I've had a lot of Williams time already. I feel like just spread the wealth here. Show everybody equally as possible. So yeah, well, we got a moment. I think it's, shall we refresh people's memories on who's where in the standings, or?
Yes, why not?
Okay, as I briefly alluded to earlier, McCracken leads the way with 26 points, and then Timmer is second with 18, Weefirmage third with 15, Orphan fourth with 12, Fudgeboy next with 10, then you have Messi on 8, Jedi David on 6, Sarah with 4, Gambits on 2, and Hydro Bacon has 1. Everybody else has donuts, or bagels, or El Grande Nada. Or the biscuit to the 5-hole. Wait, what? That's the wrong reference, but...
Who are we going for front three then?
Do you know what? I've forgotten. I think Kane might be up there. He was quick enough, Firmid, but everyone's on the same tie now, so it's going to be difficult for him to get ahead of some people, but Clark has left the session, that's unfortunate.
Out, Minnie. Oh, get in.
Didn't want to do that.
Well, I was going to say Clark on pole work, he didn't get in. Kane's going to be up there, I think Gambit's going to be up there.
It's possible Candy could be as well, like...
Yeah.
Well, Wyron seems to be the first on a meaningful lap at the moment, so... Very nice helmet. I'll give him that. Very nice helmet. Maximum commitment to the hairpin there, I like to see that. He's going to be the... Oh, that might have been a cut.
Can you get in the 32s? It's a
no,
33-1.
quite, 33-1. Good start, good base. And Weefirmage a little bit too deep around the hairpin, as Gambit ahead of him may have put him off a little bit, but he's on a lap himself, so he's every right to be there.
Like a cut.
33 there.
No,
Everyone's in the 33s set time so far. Not so far, but I feel like
Messi just behind Kane Robber on the back straight.
I say Kane Rubble's on a lap as well, but that's too deep through the hairpin again and too slow, so that shouldn't put him much more than 5th, I don't think. Very wide there, has to lift to him, but yeah, it's not gone well. There you go.
Tufty Candy just ahead of Messi. Yeah.
Looking like a strong final corner.
It's not going to challenge.
Not quite strong enough. Where's the mistake been made? 34. I don't know.
Oh, these are all slower than mediums.
Maybe we're learning something. The softs are not the way to go.
Watch everyone hit 32s now at the end.
Yeah, just watch. Yeah, hold my beer because I'm driving. Oh, that's not good.
Nobody leaving the session. What's wrong with him?
Tim's not in the Q3, so that's fine, I guess. But just
did Clark get back in?
I don't think so. He's still in the pit lane. I'll get an invite just in case.
I've invited you already, mate. What are you doing? There you go.
I think Messi is on a lap, but I've missed the whole thing. I've been filtering to try and find someone on a lap. Turns out I was already on that person to start with. Don't know if he is though. At that time, I don't think he's on a lap. In all fairness, I think he's just going to recover to the pit lane, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, pit lane for Messi.
Hopefully Clark gets back in. Oh, I've just probably missed him saying he's joined.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but hopefully Tokolov does get back in, as you say, and hopefully Timur also comes back. Gambit seems to be on a lap, but a very slow one, so he must have made some sort of... He's either recovering back to the pit or made an error. Byron is out again to try and improve into the 32s. Timur's back.
Yep. I think Hydra's coming out the pits as well. I think I saw a Red Bull mechanic come out.
Yes, he did, and I think Kane down in the Alpha's like, nah mate, me first. Fair enough. So we will go back.
This is their last runs. This is quite early for their last runs. I'd expect people to come out 2.5, 3.
Maybe they're going to try 2 flying laps. Maybe they're just going to... Maybe they just don't quite think that they can do it in 1, so they're going to go for 2, give them that security. But we're going to go back on board with Mr. Wyron. Now, we've focused on him a lot already, but he's going to be the lead car on his potentially final lap of the session. Then you have Kane and Hydro behind him, so we'll go to them at some point. But Wyron's about to start a lap, so here we go. On board with him. $205. Is that enough frontline cheese?
On that straight, yeah. Goodness knows what he's going to do on the back straight. 3,000 miles an hour.
So quick, he's off into hyperspace. .24.2, slightly slower than his previous best. 20,000s off also. Nothing too bad. You can easily get that back with a great exit out of a high traction corner in sector 2. Or just claw it all back down the straight if you got immense frontline cheese. through the snell section though, it's incredibly key just to stay true and straight. And the exits can be had there. What's he getting up to? Can you do 210? Yes, just briefly 210. He hits it.
MS Clock's just reset his
there.
Xbox and he's gone back onto F1. If he gets in before 2 minutes, about 150, I'd say latest he can go out.
32.7 there for Iron. He has improved, but I think there's more
Set the
time to be
benchmark.
found.
8 temps Hydra Bacon. Needs to find another couple.
This could be close. Kane gets nicely out the way there. Always good to see that. Maximum going for the hairpin. Down into first to make sure you get it stopped. Quickly through the gears again into the final corner. A little bit wide, possibly. Ah.
He had a lot of VRS to spare there.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't using it.
Shadow Claw coming around the final corner in the Mercedes.
Yep. Looks like
Maximum attack.
This looks like he's going to be a lot closer.
Oh,
MS Clark is back. 33-0. Oh, that's unlucky.
Damn.
He's back, but he's not going to get out in time. But at least he made it back for the race.
Candy. Oh, 3 tenths up and he's off the track. Kane's
Did
just
he go
under
so?
a tenth
Do you
up.
think he validated or?
I don't think you invalidate there, that long left-hander before you get to the end of sector 2. Where he's got his foot to the bloody floor.
And he was definitely lifting coming around the final part of the snell section. Just to make sure he got the turn in. So it might not be 33-0, but he's definitely going to be in the 33s. I would imagine.
Messi's backed off. Firmage.
How close can he get?
Oh,
no!
left.
33-2. That's not what you want. Now. Nigel Bacon, what have you got? Do you have eggs with that? Probably not. It's a bad lap.
Right, all eyes on Firmage, Messi, Gambit, Tufty and Shadow. Firmage 24-4, that was 3 temps down I think to Wyron's first sector.
Seems to be struggling a little bit on the way out, but this could be closer. Maybe not so much. No, bad lap, bad final sector, no improvement. Wee Firmage.
All I'm saying, Mac, is for you tomorrow, you should be hitting low 32s.
So no pressure.
This could be good from Firmage. Puts him third, just ahead of Tufty Candy, who goes in the pits. Down
That's
to
a great
Messi.
effort, that.
He's going to improve, but doesn't improve on position. Oh, Mr. Warren takes pole.
He does. 3 tenths. I feel like it could have been closer had Renault number, the other Renault driver been in, and potentially a couple of others could have made it too, but take nothing away from him, that's a solid lap. He's done it under the time he needed to do it. And that will start him from P1. Now,
forgot who started on the mediums and softs now.
All will become apparent. But I think Kane is on softs. I think Hydro was on softs as well. Gambit is definitely mediums. Clark was mediums. And we'll see for ourselves in a moment when we load into the race. Because I've forgotten as well. Not going to lie to you.
Fifth to ninth didn't get their potential out the car for their qualifying lap.
No. You can definitely tell Clark had a lot more in the car that he was able to, unfortunately, he just wasn't able to deliver it. But you know he would have been up there as well had the game not decided to go, no, you go sit on the lobby, you go sit on the homepage for a few minutes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I called it. I called it.
You did. But the thing is that I'm pretty sure if it was going to be a wet race, everyone would have gone on softs because it didn't matter, but
yeah,
that's the way they played it. Or unless it wasn't scheduled rain. Maybe it was overcast. Sometimes that does make rain.
I'm predicting 5 finishes. Just because it's raining.
Please don't tell me that's all from a turn 1 incident as well. Because I don't think the stewards can cope with another mass incident like this.
What we should do is, if it is a mass incident, every driver should go in their individual lobbies and then start their own race at the same time.
Yeah, and see who finishes first. Everyone hosts a multiplayer session. I'll hop in and out and see how you're getting on. Let's do that. Let's take this league forward and do it in a different way. Nah, let's not do that because that's just going to be too much hassle. Oh, Shadowclaw gets a naughty engine point.
Shadowclaw.
That's a naughty engine. It was specifically told in the chat before. So that's a 10 seconds, I believe, for the first offence.
Correct.
See? I do know the rules around here. Inters, so it's not. I can't change camera angle.
This is gonna be tragic. This is just.
Oh, now I can.
Kaboom.
Oh. You know what? I don't think Sarah will be too bothered that she's now at the back with these conditions as they are. She's just going to take it easy.
Yeah.
Very nice and easy and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to be first, second, third, fourth, or 10, 11, 12, 13th.
You do, yeah. So if everyone that's racing can press LB, box this lap and see what Jeff tells you to do, that would be appreciated. It's a movement I will get every driver to do that at least once on the formation lap this season. I do it every week and it's brilliant.
What does actually happen? I've never tried it.
Well, he'll say something along the lines of, negative, this is a formation lap, we are not allowed to service the car. Stay out. He got a little bit sassy with me earlier in practice. He says, that won't solve anything. Get ready for the race. Alright, Jeff, chill out. I'm having a bit of bants. Dick. So, interval is the gap we need. Everyone's on inters, so all the engineers out there will be pleased. And I have zero idea. That is a great camera shot, and a lot of cars are going off in the background there, having problems.
Why can't this track just be one massive straight and we have that camera angle? We just see lots of slipstreaming.
Yes, please. I wonder if it rains at Germany, we all go off at the final corner and 2 cars appear to have removed from the formation lap that I didn't even notice. So well done, Orphan and Timmer. I didn't even see what happened to you two. quite a closed gap between first and last on the formation, and sometimes there's a bit of a straggler in the middle, but I don't suppose it really matters how quick you go on the inters.
If I'm like
below so as possible without getting removed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right, here we go.
Lights. And it's telling me to engage the clutch.
It's go, 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 go! We're underway, that's a shocking start.
You seem to have not told the drivers to go.
The lane.
They didn't move.
Oh no, we're going 4 wide here. Oh, Toro Rosso. DHE Gambit.
Oh,
well
Gambit.
done.
What have you done?
Cutting right across there.
I was trying to focus on everything and missed absolutely everything. Oh dear.
He just didn't turn. And like the third, fourth, fifth, just like, yep, that's it. Oh!
Shadow's out. He's on board with Firmage when that happened. I think he just lost that on his own. I didn't see anything.
I think Clark and Shadow were...
Clark on board with
might
the Ferrari,
have been recording
like I said,
what have happened and then just got back in and then...
That's unfortunate.
Down the inside. Oh, the Haas. I don't know what happened there. Oh, hey up. Kane and Fudge are having a bit of a tickle there. Gambit
Orphan's gone backwards by the look of it. Down into 12th.
And Wyron's cleared off to Baku, it seems. Is that Addo on this?
Was out. Yeah, I don't like these conditions. Gambit's down in 11th.
Oh dear, Hydro.
Oh,
don't come
Hydro's
back on
deep,
the track.
Sarah a little deep, but that could be dangerous. Everyone's avoided him for now, but
very lucky
needs to have a word with
Hydro.
him.
Look at that camera shot. Look at the front. Oh, hey,
camera angle is just sensational, and Hydro's all over the road. That connection is terrible, mate. Get in the fridge.
He's at Tesco, isn't he? Or McDonald's. Oh, Messi.
There's a Mercedes going very slowly.
Oh, they're all going wide. Look at this slipstream, all going left, right.
Oh, can you make that Red Bull go away? The lag is just horrendous.
It's fantastic, real HD quality here from Hydro Bacon with that fantastic internet speed. It reminds me back to my old days of shit internet. As the shit internet goes down the inside.
That's his new game tag now.
Of the good internet. Shit beats good.
The two food-based racers, bacon and fudge. It's ironic, really. I'd always have bacon, but fudge is always a good dessert.
The animal beats the cake.
Oh dear. Gambit's up to 10th. Everyone's struggling with these conditions.
Dodgy DH on the back of Timmer. This will be interesting. 101 less
Top two were just clear, everyone.
Oh, Sarah's outbraked herself and gone into the distance.
Okay, yeah.
Look at the slipstream Timmer's got on Messi. Pulls to the right. Has he got the front line speed? He has. Look at that speed.
Seems to have.
Squeezes him
a little bit. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Gambit's going to take 2.
Oh, hello.
What a move. We're going to get 3
like,
wide.
wow.
Oh, what a double pass. Well done, Dodgy Gambit.
He's making up for turn 1 there.
In style. He's got setting sights on the Ferrari now.
Please don't try it. Please don't try it in these conditions down there.
Commit suicide.
That's a horrendous place to
if that was season 1 Gambit, that would have been 2 drivers into the barrier.
Maybe season 2 as well, but yeah, this is season 4.
Traction he's got.
How's he got that?
Oh, Ferrari right behind him, goes down the inside.
Gives the place back.
He's like, yeah, you, go on, you go ahead. Oh, he's going to have it back.
No, he's got it again.
Wait, oh, where's he going?
This is either really good or really, really scary. I can't decide yet.
No traction in the Ferrari.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling for
pace
power.
Here.
And Gambi can put the power down. I'm wondering if he's done the old trick that you know about.
Possibly.
He's just pulled away on the straight. Oh God! Which boy's very late on the brakes there.
Yeah,
oh dear!
He's gone round.
Yeah.
That's what. Oh. No. Don't get on that curb. Now, can she pass Fudge Boy with Slipstream and Wet DRS, aka Wet Slipstream?
Wet DRS. Oh dear. Very cautious on the brakes. Can't blame her.
Oh, hey, oh.
She's gone for it! Well, they are! Go on!
You were saying. I'm just saying back here. Very cautious on the brakes, they go back on the red.
All of a sudden,
down
there's
the
a gap.
Martin's probably like, go on, grow some bollocks, get down the inside. Gambit style.
He's up to 7
that's
now.
funny.
On the back of Mr. Lag. Oh dear.
This will be interesting. A dodgy driver versus laggy driver.
But which is better? There's only one way to find out.
Tune in for the next couple of laps with ALF4.
Oh, if the drivers are listening to this on demand, we're only dicking about. Do not take anything we say seriously.
Clark's reeling in Mr. Wyron a bit. Looks like it's going to be a 2-way fight for the win. And then 5-6 cars scrap
possibly,
third.
yeah. It's a bit like last week though.
Ooh,
It started
no
off as
brakes,
2 or 3
Mr.
cars
Kane.
for the win, and then one of them crashed out, and that ended the challenge, and it was everyone racing for second at that point. But yeah.
Don't want to jinx anything, but Kane's you know where.
I'm seeing that, yeah. I'm seeing that, don't worry.
Message from Android Space.
Okay then.
Is there any place in the league?
Don't know yet. Depends what division you're in, but Gambit
I'll just
is
put,
trying
"Who are
to
you?"
overtake Hydro.
Oh god, here we go. He's cutting across him. Ooh, naughty Red Bull. Oh, they're all good. They don't like the last corner, do they? It's like, no, I'll go a bit wide here.
They're all really struggling down there, yeah.
The Mercedes
Messi's gone
goes
wide at the phone. Sarah's gone wide too. Oh dear. Everyone is struggling. I don't think it's anywhere near the full blue wet tyre situation.
No, it's not. Actually, it's probably not far off.
It's not, but it's not yet either. Let's have a look at someone who's behind another car.
Laggy versus Dodgy, round 2. Ding ding ding. Wee Firmage is holding up 4 drivers here.
He is.
One doesn't get points, one's laggy, and one's suspicious. This will be interesting.
Fudge Boy's gone backwards to P12. Didn't see what happened there. Oh god. Oh lord.
I don't like that corner when you see 4 cars that close.
Oh, it's going to be really hurting Gambit and all that.
Kane,
Yeah.
get your ERS up to overtake, come on.
Go on, so go on.
Look, here we go,
Your
look at
season
the
4
front line
debut.
speed. Ooh, moves to the right!
Go for it!
He's squeezing him!
He's got it done, has he?
Comes back across. Oh, way up.
Is Wee Firmage going to
Two
try
behind.
to switch back?
Ooh,
Not quite.
squeezes him.
Hydro, Gambit, what's going on?
Oh.
Tiller's there somewhere. Oh, Wee Firmage, Hydro, Gambit everywhere.
Clark's catching wire on.
Yeah. It's hammer time. Oh, Sarah's gone very
Hydro's
deep into the
connection's
penultimate.
looking a lot better now. Oh, don't go for that.
Good.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to see if Fudge Boy has any damage at the back of the grid to see why he's gone so far down. I'm not sure.
That was a close gambit.
I'll get back to you in a second. I can just hear the hate coming in now. Oh, why is the commentator focused on the car at the back when there's a battle in front? And that's why.
Gambit's left.
Fudge Boy's in a wall.
Gambit, get your ass back in. That's why you're not going to host.
Oh, Fudge Boy, don't do that. You will get disqualified if you're not careful. He's reversing back to the pit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Disqualified. Well,
I guess that's karma for...
Fight on for the lead here.
Oh, way up. Hydro Bacon.
Should lead it in a
Jesus
second.
Christ. Never mind the lead, this is going to be... Oh, and he's... Oh, okay. Timmer and Gambit.
You know what?
Oh, Gambit's still not back in.
At the back. Oh well.
Even though I sent him 2 invites.
That's just a bit harsh to give him a 10-second time penalty for that, but
Who was
never
that? I
mind.
was sending an invite.
on was on Clark. He's gone a little bit inside the hairpin corner.
Oh dear.
Hydro is right on the back of Firmage now. Gaining all the time, and Firmage goes straight into the pits. That's got to be for... It's a very early stop. Is he trying to go gamble?
Maybe Wets.
We'll keep an eye on that. I
Looks
don't think
like
there's damage
Inter's
involved.
Wets? What track's he on here? Jesus.
Not really sure that's the right call, but
I mean, there is a lot of puddles, so...
not on the racing line though. I think it's a borderline call at the moment, but I think it's just the wrong one.
Yeah, we'll see how he gets on.
We'll see. So, just a 7 more to crash out then, according to your predictions before the race, huh?
Yeah, we Firmage has already lost a second.
Clark has dropped below the 1 second window again.
Overcome and Gambit. And Gambit's not even back in the session because he's not accepting an invite. What's he doing?
There you go.
Speak of the devil. As soon as he gets back... Oh dear. Get back in your car. He's going to message me now. How do I get back in my car?
Orphan put a wheel on the grass and I thought he was going to go spearing into a barrier. But no, he held it well.
Stuff the candies in. What time is he going on? Wets?
I don't think
What's...
I understand racing anymore.
No, what are they doing? We Firmage just lost 2.5 seconds on 1 lap. That means Kane...
Is he back in the car?
No, it's...
Don't say it.
Current... Oh, he is now. Look, overtake...
Oh, there's an incident!
Oh,
that's always going to happen.
Gotta give him the space, man.
What do you do when you see a spaceman?
What?
Parking it, man. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Shit joke hour with Mackie and Ben.
See, I was actually thinking of an actual spaceman in space, not a spaceman. Like you're in my spaceman, or like get out my space.
Yeah, exactly.
For God's sake! Oh, hey up. No point finisher versus interesting finisher.
No internet.
No internet versus no points. You shall win. Here we go. Where's his frontline speed?
Mess is in for wets as well, I've just noticed.
What are they doing?
I'm not so sure that is the right call, you know.
Oh, Kane goes a bit deep.
We'll see.
No, it's Inters at the moment. Look at the gap to Tufty and Gambit. Keep an eye on that.
Will do.
Although, to be honest,
Kane's
the
got
rain looks
enormous
a
traction out
lot
of the final
heavier.
corner. It is getting heavier, but I'm just not sure if you time this right, you could have a stormer. But if you're on wets too early, you run the risk of burning them out. That's the thing.
It's crossover now.
Welcome to the stream. I think it's definitely around that time, yeah.
I mean, this looks worse than Inters. Change gear height.
It does now,
Jesus.
yeah. You've got 8 gears in the car for a reason, dude. You can't come out of 4th
Third
anytime
gear
you
at
want.
150. Jesus.
Where the hell was Kane going there? That's a strange line to take.
I mean,
This is definitely
Kane
not flat
is
anymore.
third.
Clark is
Mr.
back
No
within a
points.
second of the leader again.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
He's going for the move. He's sort of on the wrong part of the track for that to work. Byron will just switch back on him and just close off the road so Clark stays behind. But oh, someone on wets has lagged out. Okay then.
Is that Tufty Candidate that's just gone?
Yeah. You're still behind Kane in the 4th. Tim is sort of close to this battle as well, so if there's any shenanigans ahead, he will capitalise, and Hydro's down the inside of Kane into 3rd. But Kane still got the line for turn 1 if it
no,
was
I
dry
don't like
anyway.
this. No.
Really don't want to
Fair
look.
point. Both cautious there, fair point.
Yeah. We're only on lap 10, it feels like they've done about 30 laps. Man, I feel
First
for these
gear
drivers
through
having to
there,
drive in these
Jesus.
conditions.
He's
Wow.
risking it
Yeah.
through there.
Gambit's in, if he's going on wet, so okay, there we go, there's another mistake.
Three-way scrap now for 3rd. Oh,
There's a Renault fan somewhere. Oh. Gambit's gone again.
Gambit's in the pits and left the session. Oh dear. Wait, as in, that's... Oh, he's come back out. What is happening?
Oh, messy, oh dear. Keep it together, everyone. You're doing well. These are tricky conditions, just keep going as well as you can.
Oh, here we go. All over the back of Kane Robert.
Tim Kane and Hydro here. I'm almost scared to look because I think I know what will happen ahead.
Go on board with Gambit. He's just on an apex.
Oh, well that's...
Parked. Here we go. The Alpha and the Red Bull. Ooh.
Holy shit!
Oh, VSC.
That would be for Gambit. Right,
Yeah.
Shadows out.
Gambit. Oh! Mr. Warren's just stopped.
What's going
He's
on?
in neutral. What is happening?
Chaos.
Hydro's in the pits. Fair enough. That's quite a good move, actually. Hooray!
Inters for Hydro.
He's got some sense. One of them, at
Did
least.
Tufty make it back in? I don't remember.
Yeah. They just changed his CRS.
Okay, cool. Oh, careful. Careful, Renault. So the back end step out on her a little bit, but she caught it well.
And it's go, 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 go. We're under away again.
And it's go, go, go as fast as you really don't want to go in the wet.
Tim was all over the back.
Lufty's holding up hydro here. That's a little bit deep and a little bit...
Just see the traction difference. Look at that Red Bull go. Don't get right behind him.
I don't think he meant to. I think he just got so...
Is he going to do Verstappen? Down the inside? No.
Don't know, but I'm going to look at Timmer. He's gone a little wide, and don't touch that curb. Whatever you do.
Oh,
that's usually insta-death if you do that.
Timmer's on the back, and Hydro's on the back, battling, and...
You don't know where to look.
Oh my god.
Back to Hydro
going with Timmer. Down the inside.
We seem to be alternating, and Kane is just going to take
is he outbraked himself?
back.
No, he hasn't.
No, he's done the move this time.
Hydro's on the back, he's got a... Oh, no, oh.
Guess he didn't want to...
He's holding the gears way too long. 185 miles per hour in 6th gear. I don't think so. Is he mad? 6 to 1.
You sort of have to short shift a little bit in the rain, but that is a little bit silly. Luckily. Oh, that's a great exit.
Oh, here we go.
Candy was all over the curb, and all of a sudden, Candy's got a great drive, so it didn't really matter. Oh, Tufty sliding all the... Oh, he did well to not drive into the back of Tufty Candy there.
Hydro just takes the grass line.
Fair enough, it avoided the guy in front.
I've had enough of this tarmac rubbish, I'm going to go on the grass. In style.
Tarmac's a bit too slippery. Gambit's car's still at the side of the road there.
And he's joined back even though he's out with the race. What's he doing?
Oh! Margaret! They're doing it again!
Oh, this Margaret, I'm going to have to bloody get... Oh, Doris out again.
Don't get Doris back in here! I don't like her!
No, Doris is gone.
She's a bitch!
Buried in the ground.
Oh, sorry for your loss.
Screw Doris, don't even know who Doris is. Stupid alter ego crap.
Oh dear. Tufty is sliding all over the place. He's struggling on those wet tyres. And I think Hydro's finally going to make the Inters use. There you go.
Nice move from Hydro there, and Hydro and Gambit, the two suspect drivers, have made fantastic moves, although he just lets him...
Oh, okay then.
He's because he's holding 6th gear. What's he doing? That's why he's so slow. I think he's trying manual gears, but he doesn't realise that he needs to change gears. Oh wait, up.
Oh god, don't
outside.
do this.
Hey up, you're both off the track.
That's hard enough in the dry. What are you doing, boys?
Oh,
and that's bad.
Dear me, Tufty Candy.
I didn't see who caused that, but he's let him through anyway, so we'll just ignore that for now.
Yeah, they both went wide.
Don't think there was any damage.
Got behind. No, there was. I saw damage from right.
I didn't see who it was, so...
Of Tufty Candy. He just got right behind Hydro and then spun into the wall. Don't know why.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure who caused that incident, to be fair. If there's any blame to be attributed. I don't think so, but... Never mind. There's no battles. Let's just look at cars. Really struggling on... Oh yeah. I think I just saw the damage there. Firmage is down in P9 right now on the wets.
I still think Hydro's got a pit again.
I think everyone's probably going to have to pit again. Jojo might be okay. Might be, I'm not promising anything on that, but... This race has kind of died a little bit, but never mind. Little by little, again. I think. Yeah, I think he's going onto the correct tyres now, or maybe he's repairing damage.
What, mediums?
From the hard job incident. Yeah, yeah. Nah, ultra softs, mate. Ultra softs. Yep, everyone's back on inters, so the wet tyre experiment didn't really work for them like we thought at the time. And the leader's in.
Yep.
Clark, P2 follows.
Don't speed.
Timmer follow.
Goes in neutral.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Timmer go in? No. Kane feels like his tyres are still gonna burst, so he goes in. Orphan, what does he do? Stays out. Hydro is nowhere near the pits yet, so probably won't pit, just on those tyres, so shouldn't pit again.
Yeah, up to fourth now.
Looking at the Renault here.
Trying not to laugh there. Pogba's just bottled a penalty. Lol.
Oh, Pogba doesn't score a penalty. And the Renault of Sarah's coming in.
Rashford didn't take it. Yep.
Very, 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 very conservative into the pit lane. Fair
she
enough.
was 51 miles an hour for a minute there. I thought, no. Kane's starting to catch Hydro again. My voice is dead. Don't know why.
There you go. I think everyone's been in for their mandatory. Well, not mandatory. You can go all the way if you want to, but
it's impossible, isn't it?
Everyone's been in at least once. I think Timmer hasn't gone in yet, but Overcome Orphan will probably be in soon. And everything will be back to Timmer and Myron. Here we go.
Oh, makes the move. Williams are doing well here, aren't they? Second, third. Although Timmer has got a pit.
Timmer's probably coming in now. Yeah, there you go. That releases his teammate to chase after the leader once again. But where will Timmer come out? I reckon he'll be out about 5th, possibly 6th.
I think he'll just come behind King
in
Robert
as well. So he will be technically 5th as he'll get out before Orphan. Away goes Timmer from the pit lane.
Yeah, he'll come out. Oh, actually, just ahead of Kane Robert, maybe. In the gap.
He has. There you go. Brilliant.
Fresh your tyres as well.
Brilliant stuff. Orphan has come out. Way ahead of Tufty Candy. He'll take 6th place at this point. That's decent.
Clark's just found a 2.5. Jesus, he's flying.
Fresh inters, I think.
Both on one
Definitely,
lap. Maybe just found momentum somewhere.
I think he just feels like he can really, because he was doing this earlier, really challenging Myron, and then his tyre started to wear out, so he just backed off a bit. I think he just feels like he can put the power down with the fresh rubber, but when they get to about 5-6 laps, he's a little more cautious about it. Myron tries to break the toe. Can't move again. Doesn't. Defends the inside. And has the position.
Give up the place, yeah. Holds the racing line. So you gonna do the switch back? No.
Nope.
Oh.
Not gonna make the corner. Good save. Very good save. Got a little bit on the AstroTurf.
Tasty.
Fastest lap of the race. Hydro. Oh no! Oh, that's a bit of a late move. You gotta stop that, Hydro. A bit naughty. I mean, I got to the party kind of late, but it looked like he moved and then moved again.
I mean, you can do that as long as the car's like 4 or 5 tenths away, but if you're that close then, or closer, you won't get away with it.
I think you're allowed to like try it once, but if you're doing any more than that, then that's a problem.
So you'll have to watch it for the rest of the racing line after moving, as long as the car behind has got enough of a gap.
I don't think he did though. I think he had to bail out because he saw the car moving. But we'll see.
Leaders still battling.
Yeah, they are. And I had a bit of an engine glitch there as I got to the Williams. This is really hotting up for the second half of this race. Kane lost a bit of time there putting the power down out of the corner, but seems to have gained it straight back again.
Desperately wants this win.
Yeah, he's on the... yeah. It was like this in Bahrain. As we mentioned earlier, it was close battling for the first 2 or 3 cars, and then I think it was Warren who fell victim to Bossman Curve, and that just allowed McCracken to run away with the victory last week.
Yeah.
But I thought there was going to be contact there. He did well to not do that. Kane is in 5th behind Timmer and Hydro. This is a hot battle for the podium.
It's a shame Hydra's 28 seconds behind. If he was just under a second,
yeah,
5-way scrap would have been.
I was going to say, if this was a 5-way scrap for the lead or the podium, then oh my.
Hey up, Clark's right up his gearbox here.
Is he wearing his
diffusers? Got much DRS.
I don't know why I like that phrase, but I use it every week. Is it me, or is Clark struggling through that for that part?
He's good in the last sector, especially under braking, but
yeah, just he loses so much time in the build up to the straight that he can't really do anything down the straight. Sounds like a box full of neutrals there as well. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Tim was all over Hydro here.
Is Tim going to try and move? Is Hydro moving again?
He moved once, that's fine.
On this occasion.
Slightly back over.
On this occasion, yeah. Oh, that's a little bit of oversteer for Tim there on the way out of the corner. Did well to save it. A little bit wide. You need to be really careful doing that in the wet, because otherwise you pull a Giovinazzi.
I did that earlier in time trial. Tried no assist in the wet.
Well, that's brave.
To be fair, I got one steady lapping. Nothing
Oh,
spectacular.
that's more than me. I can maybe do 2 corners before I bin it. There's a yellow flag somewhere. Sector 3.
Sure, to be honest, everyone's going
might
around.
be messy. Messi may have gone wide.
Possibly, yeah, or just spun quickly.
There's another yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where that is. Oh, Tufty Candy. He's going slowly down the... Start, finish straight! Holy shit! Ah.
Jesus, that was close. Put Sarah up to 7th in the Renault.
Put the fear of God into me, that. And tough to get the position back. We're only on lap 19. It feels like we've been racing forever.
Yeah. Kane Robert was all over the back here. He's got loads of VRS, he's just not using it. Come on.
Come on, Kane. Different line there from Sarah for the now section, and that's put Tufty Candy right on her diffuser.
I think Kane's just made contact with Hydro there. Don't think he gave him enough room. I'm not sure.
Didn't see it. I was focused on the battle between Tufty and Sarah. Tufty seems to have got the position back.
Definitely a come together there into turn 1.
There we go. Tufty's very wide out of the hairpin, but keeps P7.
Hydro somehow has got no front wing damage. I think he'll be happy with that. I know it's just
Tufty's really struggling for both connection now and coming out of the final corner. Seems to be sliding all over the road coming out of it, and I don't want to look anymore. Tufty's got really bad lag now, for some reason. Oof.
Oh, why Ron and Clark? Ooh. Clark gets a great exit, bit wide.
He does. But Warren seems to just drive off anyway in a straight line. We'll have a look at... Okay. Messi had some sort of stop-go penalty. Mechanics didn't service him straight away. Was he speeding in the pit lane earlier?
I'm not sure, actually.
I think someone did, I can't remember who, but...
Kane's got 8 laps to go to get points. Just points, anything.
He has. That's also true for everyone that's still running. And technically, even if you retire now, you will get a point. Don't know what is Tufty Candy doing. He just pretty much coasted down the straight and give the position up. Oh dear, slight contact. Don't worry, no one did anything wrong there. It's fine. It's very wide now. The
both
connections all over the place.
Oh, Sarah, Jesus, jumpy there. I think Co-Masters servers in general just worse than 2018 game. You're back on that game.
I don't know. They are so much worse on a Monday. I don't
the leaders
get it.
again into the hairpin.
Where the hell's Firmage come from?
You just
Firmage just mugged Sarah down turn 1. Sarah was trying to avoid the car of Tufty Candy, and Firmage is like, you know what? I'll have some of this. Now let's see.
Firmage is
Back on the leads
all
now.
over the back.
Oh
Tough
dear,
to do.
I've gone a little deep there. Let's ruin that
Firmage
opportunity.
might send one up the inside here now. Tufty moves. to the
Oh,
left.
Tufty covered it. Smart.
Firmage's got a lot of DRS.
Oh, Tufty
Oh.
Candy's just died in a wall.
He's trying to break the toe and then ended up bottling it.
Yep. He's just
What an
absolutely...
absolute moron. What an
Wow.
idiot. He's lucky he'll get
He's got a
towed.
point in style, my word.
Firmage gets apparently.
Oh, dear, dear,
Jesus,
dear.
I've not seen anything like that.
Have you ever seen
Who
anything
tries
like
to
that?
weaves?
What are you doing,
Fair
man?
enough, he wants to break the toe, but just move slight
Wet,
movements,
come
not
on.
bloody drifting your way right to left in the wet. Christ almighty. Clark
That was
needs to
just-
save his ERS here. He's not gaining.
He does. What I have noticed is that penalty is going to cost Firmage at the end if he can't extend the gap. Sarah doesn't need to overtake wee Firmage to gain 7th. But anyway, I won't put the pressure on your driver there, my engineer. Well, let's have a look at a car that's not doing very well today. Messi's in 9th, just seems to have had a bad race, and oh, just noticed something. Red Bulls 5th and 6th. I've literally just noticed that they are together on the road. This could get a little bit aggressive.
Comes on fresher tyres there as well.
Yeah. Still think Arjo could make the end, but he's going to be a little bit panicky in some corners, particularly around lap 26, 27. So he probably will lose a place to his teammate. How's podiums looking? How's naughty engine points looking?
Third time lucky.
I'll get there in the end. I always do.
Wire on one warning. Clark. Oh, forgot about this. He had the 10-second penalty, didn't he?
Ah, yeah. That it's still got him second, to be fair, but
With 2 warnings.
okay.
Timmer 1 warning. Kane
Yeah.
no warnings.
Oh, good lad.
So
Probably
Wyron
paid
and
himself
Timmer
off.
1 warning. Kane 1 warning. Clark 10 sec. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it's 30 odd seconds. He saves very similar ERS levels between the front 2 drivers.
Yeah. Messi's got an AI. Oh well, never mind.
Pretty sure you can't do that.
I don't know if he's
So-
left the session or not. I can't remember. I don't think
No,
he's
he's
done
still
it
in.
like intentionally. I can't remember. Maybe he's. I don't know. We'll see. But he is going to hold up the Red Bulls.
Clark is all over. He desperately wants this win.
Nigel's got
Much
past
better
Messi,
exit.
but
Oh,
Overcome hasn't.
Save it, ERS. I've not only just noticed this. Rain, where has it gone?
Ran away.
Oh no, Messi's off the track.
Yeah, he's just let the Red Bulls go.
Could it be dry in one or two laps?
It might well be. It's worth.
This
I
will be
mean,
interesting.
if you're last,
Imagine
it's
a
worth a
full
gamble, I
safety car
suppose.
now.
But they wouldn't. They just wouldn't.
It'd
Not
be a
enough
final
laps.
lap showdown.
Tell you what, Sarah's still within 2
All
seconds
the Red
of
Bulls.
weak firmage there. You're doing a really good job today.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, engineer, your driver's doing awesome.
Hydro looking sketchy on them tyres now. Overcome.
Yeah, they're definitely not
lot
going to
more
enjoy these
pace.
conditions.
Right, this is his best chance now. Needs to save his ERS. He's so much better on the brakes. He goes around the outside. Oh. He's got more confidence into the final corner. DRS is enabled. Oh.
Well, that
Oh.
is going to make a mess of this grid.
If I was third
Oh,
or below, I'd pit for dry tyres. Nothing to lose.
Sure,
Well,
yeah.
Well, we firmage
mean-
Sarah especially because they're quite far behind.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'd come in. Timmer stays
does
out.
it.
Oh.
We'll see what Kane does.
Kane's got 12 seconds and he can easily make that up.
He's
Yep.
gone for it.
Wise decision.
Wolfen
Just don't do a Hamilton.
Hydro will probably go
2007.
in. His tyres are ruined. He will probably go in.
Double stack.
Not sure, he's backed off a little bit. I think they are double stacking.
Needs to
Firmage
back
is
off
nowhere
here.
near the pit lane yet.
Needs to back off Hydro. But Overcome's
no,
backing his teammate up. What's he doing?
Oh dear. I don't think he's meant to do that.
Unless he's just one of those drivers who just presses Y straight away. Oh no,
Maybe,
this
yeah.
is going to hamper him.
Unless he was just giving him the
Oh,
old
clock's round!
Fernando Alonso squeeze. Oh what? Oh no!
Second put, he's just gone round. Right. Can Kane hunt down
Let's go
and
for
find
6 seconds.
37 seconds?
This
It's possible.
could
It's
could
good.
be
The other
like
guys
a
stay
level
out.
of awesome if he can pull this off.
Right. Hydro's out. Okay, they're
Sarah
all
and
coming in.
Firmage are in. They will be racing for position as well.
Oh, Clark. Wyron stays out. Oh no, what's
That's
he doing?
That's not
A 149.8.
too bad.
149.8. Let's work this out. So okay, so let's say a let's say a 150. What's Kane's pace looking like? When Tim was out. This is interesting. Can we have another 5 laps now?
Yeah, can we just have like a tennis
Typical
style
now.
super
Halfway
tie
was boring.
break? It's really got interesting. And
Timmer's in.
yeah,
A lap too late.
probably like I was going to say too late, but this could make it interesting. Kane, you know, Kane is not too far away on this pace to trouble him on the last lap, maybe.
Oh, this is his out lap, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be, but
And it's
can
only.
he pass him? Can he pass him?
Oh
That's
my
the thing.
He's only 5-6 seconds off their quickest time. the two leaders.
Oh shit, he's done it. Yellow flag
Oh,
somewhere.
who's that? Clark.
Someone's off.
He's off again.
Clark off again. Oh no.
Kane could get second. This would be interesting.
This is...
Oh, Kane's
Hold your
off
bacon.
again. Oh,
Oh,
what
Clark
a
has ruined
dramatic
his tyres, ruined his
ending.
race.
his tyres.
It's not finished yet either.
42-second gap to close down to Clark.
You might do that. Watch this tumble.
Clark's got loads of time to pit. He's left the session. Oh my god.
Oh no! Nightmare!
What is happening?
Byron's just ran away with this in the end.
He's got the invite
Still out
back.
there on his as well.
I was going to be a bit tight then and wait for Kane to catch up, but he's already just made 20 seconds. Oh my god. Please get back in the game before you go across the line. Oh no.
Oh no!
Get back in. Get
Don't
back
touch
in.
the curb.
No. He's in the
Kane,
pit.
Don't touch the curb. It's still a bit wet, sir. That's going to be
This is
horrendous.
interesting. Kane could get second
You know
here.
what? Kane's going to
Well,
get
he's
second
guaranteed.
here.
Because
Gonna
of
get
the
second.
10-second. Right, Clark's in.
I was going to say,
Picky
unless he
tyres.
does a 10-second.
Picky tyres. Picky tyres quick.
Oh, hyperventilation in the commentary box.
Wyron's just spun round. He's off the track.
Oh, hello!
Kane could win the Chinese Grand Prix.
I don't
He's
think
gonna
so.
make up
I think
30.
he's too far
Well,
back, but this is going to
it's
be
a
a
29.3
sensational final lap for him.
First. Oh, what's he doing now?
He's gone again! He's twice off the podium!
It's a 29.3 first sector for Wyron. Kane's done a 25.3.
Oh,
Got to
wow.
invite Clark. What's up with him now? He's just capitulated. Oh no. Right.
His internet died by the look of it because he's just left again, but Kane is just on a stormer and he's
Hydro
going
with
to
the
run out of
fastest
laps.
lap. Sarah's on the back of Wyron. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he's already like... Okay then. Unlap yourself, go on.
Sarah takes the
Go.
lead. Oh,
Technically...
so
you
that
could
should
argue
count.
that.
Wyron
She's in the
usually
lead.
comes around the final corner. Don't spin it now. Don't do that. Don't do a tufty candy. Takes the win.
Takes the win.
Timmer's on the back of Kane. Ooh, it's on the brakes.
Hadn't even
Kane's under
noticed
pressure.
that
He's
he's
gone
got it
wide.
down.
He's gone wide.
Oh
It's a fight to the finish line.
no! Is he
Kane's
going to
not
ball
gonna
his
give this
first
up.
points finish?
Oh, he's gone off the track.
Oh, he hasn't.
Takes
gonna-
the
He's
win.
won the race.
By
What?
3 tips. Oh my
How has he
god.
done that? How's he won the race?
Kane
don't
take
understand.
Clark gets third with multiple
I don't-
cutouts of
I
connection.
don't understand what has just happened to the end. Who won the
Wyron's
race?
got
Oh,
to
he's Wyron
fifth.
fifth.
Fourth, overcomes third.
What?
Hydro's fifth. Let me just check something.
Has he broke the game because he's still on Inters?
Mr. Wyron. He's got 2. Oh, hang on. No.
What has he
Wyron wins. He's only got 2 warnings.
done? Yeah.
So if Wyron takes the win, then Kane, then Timmer.
Okay.
Let's get that right. He's only got 2 warnings. Check now with Wyron. He
That's
gets
what I thought,
1 on
like,
lap 21 and 24. 2 warnings. That was a madness. Last 6 laps.
That was ridiculous. Yeah. Well done.
Right,
Weather.
let me get Wyron, Kane, who was third again. I forgot. There's that many changes.
Third was Timmer.
So Wyron, Kane, Timmer.
Well, what a way to break your another level points drought. Podium.
Can
Unbelievable.
you do the interviews? Because my voice will die.
I'm really bad at them. I literally have zero idea what to say.
Oh, now it starts
what to do
raining.
now.
So Kane takes the win on track, but with the glitch of Co-Masters, Wyron takes the win, having only getting 2 warnings. I don't know what happened there. So Wyron takes the win, Kane gets second, and Timmer in the Williams gets third. Just to let people know in the party. And at the stream as well. Make sure you tick your boxes, guys, and then Mackie will do the interviews. God, what a race.
That's generous of him.
Oh.
Yeah, so third place would be Timmer. A bit of a solid drive for you today. You qualified 11th. Not sure if that was by Shashi, but it's worked out really well for you. Just walk us through anything we should know about your race.
No, I thought it just, as you said, I had a solid race. Probably should have pitted a lap earlier for the race compound,
Yeah.
but that's the only fault I had. Great race from Kane Robbo as well.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, were you expecting the rain, or because it looked like from quality there wasn't going to be any rain predicted or anything based on strategy and my guesswork, but just confirm it was supposed to rain.
I said it to Overcome Orphan there, just he's in my party, like, and said to him just before the race, bet you it's gonna rain. So
you called it, as did Country Partner. Good job to you two. How are you fixed for Baku next week anyway?
Baku, I absolutely despise that track.
Excellent.
I can see me bouncing off the wall 2 or 3 times.
Well, I'd be surprised if you were the only one to do that. So yeah, congrats on your P3.
No worries, thanks a million, lads.
Yeah, no worries. Anyway, so Kane, you finally scored a point, and a lot more.
Finally! Yes!
How were you feeling
I
that
feel
last
like a
couple of
proud
laps?
dad.
It's hard to describe because I've never really finished a race apart from one, and then to come back after a while, finish and get a podium. It's hard to describe how I've done that. I've just tried my hardest through qualifying and through the race. As soon as I could find the grip, I took the opportunities to get the overtakes in.
You certainly did, and you had a solid race, so well done to that. Same question really, how are you fixed for Baku next week?
I'm just going to practice a lot, see what times I can do, and obviously try my best, try and repeat what I've done today with the overtakes and the grip.
I'm going to say I'm expecting podiums now, every race Kane now.
If you don't win next week, it will be a disappointment to us all. We have told you now. No, in all seriousness though, great drive today, Kane. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. And a great race from everyone.
Yeah,
Really.
it certainly turned into a classic at the end. It was a bit boring in the middle, not gonna lie, but the weather spiced it up perfectly for everyone, and
Yeah.
you came in at exactly the right time, and that really benefited you. So well done for the strategy call there.
Yeah. That was
And
HLG Martin who helped me with the strategy,
Yeah.
and Sarah.
yeah, my engineer's a really good engineer. He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to work his fucking money's worth tomorrow, though, I tell you, to get me anything out of the race. Not gonna lie.
If it's the same like this, it'll help you. He's done the same with me. And for Sarah, who didn't have the best races, but she's done the best she could do.
Yeah, she
which
drove
everyone tries to
solidly,
do.
kept the nose clean, and just kept going. So
Yeah.
has resulted in points for her. So well done to the Renault. They got some points today. Anyway, I will move on to the race winner now.
Yep.
As much as I want to talk to Kane some more about his first podium, I'll move on to the race winner. Congrats on the win. You sort of controlled the race, really. You had a great battle with AMS Clark for the majority of the race.
Yeah.
Just walk us through it if there's anything we should know about.
AMS Clark was really pushing on the pressure. He got really close at times, especially on that really long straight. Tried to defend, and through the last corner he oversteered a little bit, so that was good for defending. He really did put on the pressure. I congratulate him. Unfortunately, he did spin out on the intermediates in the dries, so that's unfortunate for him. And also during the chat, it said that he had internet problems. So, commiserations for him, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, we saw him spin and we saw the connection issues towards the end. It's unfortunate. It was a great battle between you two, so take nothing away from it. Great battle, great entertainment, so
Yep.
thanks for that.
Yep, thank
how are
you.
you fixed for Baku next week? Do you like the castle section?
I expect a pile up there. I've seen many photos of traffic jams, 20 car crashes. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it because it's not one of my best tracks. But I hope I can get at least a podium.
Yeah, you've certainly been in a strong position last week. Unfortunately, you didn't finish last week, and today you've won the race. So yeah, you're making a habit of being up there. So long may it continue. Fascinating battles to have.
Yep, thank you.
No worries. Congrats to everyone that finished in the points today. Congrats to everyone that made the podium. And I think from me, this is everything I need to say. Any final words, Ben?
Roll on Azerbaijan.
Tree. Good night, everybody. Hopefully.